Misfit Nation.
Are you fans of the SVU?
I watch it with my wife. It's a thing.
I'm a Dick
It's a
fan.
good couple show.
Yeah.
You're what?
I'm a Dick fan.
You're a Dick fan?
Yeah.
Dick Wolf fan?
Dick Wolf. I'm a big fan.
Oh,
That sounds crazy.
We're gonna isolate that one. That's soundboard material. Well, I used to be a huge SVU fan, and then when Stabler left, that's when I was like, I'm done. It's almost the Rick Grimes kind of feel.
You jumped out early.
10 years ago, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what Law and Order's been up to, but
It is a straight feminist fest.
yeah, I see it.
It's nothing but feminism.
I went to see an enchanting, just nice reunion. I tuned in for that, and I just got a fucking leftist woke propaganda goddamn period piece.
What did
And by period piece, I mean feminist. Feminist piece of art. Well, first off, the whole thing. Well, you're watching this whole reunion, right? Because the idea, and I don't know if I'm just the only twisted fuck out there, but you're watching it to finally see Elliot and Olivia fuck. Right?
Yeah, I think I was expecting that in this one.
Yeah, you're
that didn't happen.
Yeah, well, that's their whole like back and forth. Is all right, just fuck already.
Right.
It's so much tension, just do it. But there's always reasons they don't. He leaves, he comes back. The episode starts with Olivia driving to a call, all panicked and shit. And she pulls up, and it's basically there's a riot going on, right? And it's a riot basically protesting the police. So
Sign of the times.
Right. So I'm like, okay, this is something that's going on. It's relevant. And it starts out with her running up to this woman getting put on a stretcher, and she's getting carried, and they're like, it was a car bomb, blah, blah, blah. And she looks down and she realizes it's Stabler's wife, right? So then that's when Stabler walks into the scene, and they finally reunite, right?
Holy fuck. It was Stabler's wife that got car bombed?
Yeah.
Shit.
So they're like, oh my God, is it an attack on police? And they went after Stabler's wife and this and that, right? So they finally, you know how the Law and Order formula, they get the first suspect.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't seen him. But sometimes he hangs around the gas station over there.
No, I don't know him, but that's his number in the third of my call log.
Yeah.
You call it back, he'll pick up right away.
Right. So the first guy they get, he's basically this crazy guy, and he's like, they're like, so what about the protests? And he's like, it was Antifa, right? And then he starts going off into like random shit or whatever, and you start realizing, okay, this guy's like supposed to be representing the right, the Trump supporter, and when they're done, they start talking about his story, and they're like, yeah, he says it's Antifa, and they all almost like laugh it off. Like, yeah, that's
what everybody on that side does when you mention Antifa.
Right. And then he's like, Olivia goes, yeah, he's into, we did a search on his internet searches. He's into conspiracy theories. He thinks COVID is a hoax. He thinks the election was rigged. Crazy stuff like that. Bro.
That's how far they went into that?
It was almost like,
what pieces of shit, bro?
Yeah, right. That could get by, but it's because they're belittling the whole thing. Yeah. So the whole thing is going into this thing of like, okay, who's the bomber, right? So they start doing this investigation trying to find out the bomber. So they finally get to the guy who they think is the bomber. Guess what he was?
Antifa.
No.
White supremacist.
You're getting there.
Trump
supporter?
You're getting there. In their world, you're getting there.
Pastor or right
Conservative.
He was a Russian refugee, because that's who's doing the bombings.
a Russian
Is
refugee.
Russian refugees. It wasn't even an Arab. They didn't even have the balls.
a Russian really?
It was a Russian refugee named Sasha Linsky.
Oh my God.
And then
That's horrible.
And
bro.
then that was the lead-in to the new Stabler show, is now he's going to be chasing down this Russian terrorist organization. They used the word terrorist like 40 times. Every single time they talked about it, they said terrorist. They didn't use the word bomber. And no, they specifically made sure we're gonna call this white male a terrorist.
Right.
Like it was so goddamn in your face, and for a show that I used to love, and then I felt another thing. They were talking about Stabler's past, and they're like, Stabler has a rocky past. He got rough with a few people. The thing is that we never gave a fuck that Stabler roughed up people and was an asshole because he was doing it to child molesters.
Exactly.
And rape. Now they're like, even Olivia's like, look, I can't defend his past, but he was a good detective.
Saved your ass a bunch of times.
Right.
What is he talking about?
Look, I know. She said this even. She goes, look, maybe it was too much testosterone, but he was a good... And I was like, you fucking scumbags.
Was it that episode was probably directed by her, wasn't it?
It was directed by fucking AOC's vagina.
I'm telling you that shit. Remember what I told you? They put a picture of Ruth Ginsburg in the shot just to have it there.
Yeah. They went all out on this episode. And I think it was because they knew too that a lot of people were going to tune into this episode to see this reunion. You know what I mean? The acting is fucking horrible on that show. I don't know what happened. Mariska, she's uncomfortable to look at now.
Is it the little curl like right here that does it for you?
She has like a weird like. You remember Big Mama's house when he had the chin? Too much plastic surgery or something.
Jesus Christ.
The only good thing was Stabler's acting. He's fucking great.
Stabler's still up there.
He's great, but the show...
You watch the show?
No, because the show led into horseshit.
I got you.
It was like, if this is going to be what it is, like it just led into that. Now I'm going to chase down the threat to America. The Russian...
Yeah.
I've in my whole lifetime, I've never seen Russian terrorists as like a threat in America. Maybe there have been, but...
Yeah, like the 80s, Cold War and shit. Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And Ice-T. What happened to him?
Oh, Ice-T. Yeah, Ice-T still in it.
Does he have a drug habit?
No, Coco was his drug.
He looks like he's just dead behind the eyes. He's done.
He looks like he's dead behind the eyes.
He looks like a real detective that's worked sex crimes for 15 years.
I think he's going to retire soon because they've been leading up to episodes where... Finn was actually part of, since you didn't watch it, he was part of a shooting. Like it's a black man. Now, the shooting was justified by all accounts. He shot him because he had a knife to his son's throat. So he killed the guy.
Right.
But the protesters and everybody else was like, yo, Finn got to get fired. Finn got to go to jail. This, that, and the third. Even the mom and the son was like, why'd you shoot my daddy? Even though they went through this whole thing of domestic abuse and it led up to why he shot him.
I think I was watching that. I've seen that. And the thing about that, because they did it with Stabler a lot, because most of his discrepancies were justified at the end of it. And that's the problem with it, is back then they would show like, hey, there's two sides to this story. And this is a story of a good cop that's getting fucked by the whole narrative. That was the point of it. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to show the woke side. It's like they would Finn. The theme of the show was that times have changed. That's what Finn said like 60 times. Times have changed.
Times have changed.
Everything, like Stabler would come in and he was trying to rough up one of the guys because he was taunting his wife getting almost killed, and they would push him back. Hey, times have changed.
Oh, come on!
You can't do that anymore.
You gotta let Stabler rough him up, bro.
And you could just see Stabler, to make the show great, would be him roughing the fucking guy up.
Get the fuck out my way.
Yeah. And then
it's not gonna happen.
He just Finn says it to his woke partner, who every single line she says has to be some kind of like insult to America. Like, so he goes, yeah, hey. Look, times have changed. And she looks at him and goes, have they? And then they both look at each other and go, and then just carry on.
You talking about the blonde one?
No, the black girl.
Oh, the
pretty black mulatto.
Yeah, the Spanish chick. Black one.
Yeah.
The ethnically ambiguous one.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
But everything she says has to be woke. Like,
well, she's just Jenny from the block.
Yeah. They'll go like, oh, this cop was caught beating up this man or whatever. Yeah, that's nothing new. And then everybody just lets it go.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you in this business?
This is America.
You hate us. Why are you here? And worst of all, by the end of it, Benson and Stabler never fucked.
Damn it.
They didn't give us the payoff.
Well, was Stabler's wife dead?
Yeah.
Oh, she died?
Yeah, I'm spoiling it. Fuck Dick Wolf.
Wow.
Fucking
She
faggot.
died and they didn't fuck?
And they didn't fuck.
Oh, that's crazy.
You thought.
Gotta give it some time.
What you mean?
Mid-season finale of his show, they fucking.
They fucking? Mid-season finale? You think so? You can stretch out the fuck?
You know what I would do if I was Dick Wolf? I would finally give everybody the payoff, but I would do it at the most inappropriate time in an episode.
Shootout?
Like they're looking at like a dead body.
Oh my God.
He's like,
no, they're in the
like,
shootout,
wait.
and he covers her up. Like, he dives in and has his body over here, and the bullets just ricocheting. They're looking at each other. He just pulls out right there.
It looks like he was sodomized and raped before he was killed, and he brushes her hair back and goes, you're beautiful.
I've been thinking about this moment for my entire life. The corpse just right there.
Yeah. He steals a kiss, and then they just roll around on the fucking crime scene.
Breaking bones on the corpse and shit.
Fucking up the evidence.
It's like, I wanted to see them fuck, but not like this. Jesus Christ.
That's morbid.
It's the worst kind of fuck scene.
Yeah. Turn heads, though.
Yeah. And during the scene, they're still playing the gloomy Law and Order background scores.
Oh, shit.
Unattractive.
Yeah, I bet their sex wouldn't be even. It probably wouldn't even be great for all the
build up.
All the build up. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they do the Stabler's house.
Yeah.
928.
Yeah.
Stabler's house 929. They're done.
Oh,
that wasn't as good as we thought. Let's just get back to work.
This is why it took 8 seasons for this to happen.
I've just been under a lot of pressure. My wife just died.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been under a lot of stress.
And my sex drive.
Yeah. And she has to play it off like, no, you're fine. Yeah. But there's still that tension. Like,
deep down, she's upset.
She's really upset.
He didn't rock her world.
10 years. I waited for this.
Then she becomes a salty one that has slick shit the same way every time he says something.
Yeah.
She's roughing up people and shit. He's like, whoa, Olivia, what are you doing? That's how I'm changed. Yeah.
The terrorist didn't finish the job. Seems like all the men are like
that. Oh shit.
We thought the perp had a shotgun, but it was a much smaller weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't say.
We know about those. You would know, right, Stabler?
You're the professional.
I guess you're on that case.
Pretty sure you could end it quick.
That'll be a short investigation.
And if you can't finish the job, maybe I'll get Finn to do it. Oh,
He looks at her like this.
Cuck, come on. Don't cuck me out.